Greetings everyone, Yato God here, fresh off of locals. We had our first locals event yesterday at one of our new OTS stores. The store is an existing store, Anime Spot Barbados, but it just got OTS status. So that means good things like OTS pricing, deck boxes, mats, OTS packs, maybe some case tournaments, who knows. But yeah, if you guys are ever in the island, just go to Instagram, search for Anime Spot Barbados, and you'll be able to find the location. It's kind of like in the heart of Bridgetown, on the outskirts of Bridgetown, something like that. But yeah, for the tournament, I took live Twin Fiendsmith. The tournament was basically maybe around 9 players. I went 2-2. The deck performed very well, I must say. The live Twin and the Fiendsmith really have a lot of synergy. I also like the sprite version of the deck, but I have not taken that version into tournament yet. I will take it into tournament just to bring some results for you guys to see how the deck performs. But in the meantime, I'm going to have Little Knight here hold my extra deck, and let's get on with the deck profile. So, to start things off, we have 2 live Twin Kill, main starter of the deck along with Kill Frost. This one summons a little monster, this one doesn't, but it summons from hand when you have a little monster on field. Then we have Live Twin Lila. Live Twin Lila summons any of these. These effects only happen when you don't have any other monster on field. Yeah? So if you summon this and your opponent, I don't know, maybe Ghost Spells it, it gets destroyed, but it summons this one, and then this one summons any of these, so you still get the combo off. Then I played 2 of the new Lila Suite. Now the reason I played 2 is because I also wanted to be able to use the in-hand effect of this. If your opponent tries to respond to any of your live Twin cards, you are able to discard this and negate it. So this isn't Omni Negate once one of these are being responded to. It also has the secondary effect from grave to summon itself when you control a Kill Frost monster. Kill monster, it could be live Twin Kill, it could be Kill Frost, it could be Kill Deal from the extra deck, or Evil Twin Kill. So along with those, I also play Live Twin Sunny Snitch. It adds me any of these cards to hand. So if I have either of these starters, I would add 1 Lila Suite, or I would add a Frost, depending on if I start with this. If I think that my opponent is going to negate this, I'm definitely adding a Suite. So now they have to either choose to waste their negate or hold it. If they hold it for one of the other Evil Twin monsters from the extra deck, I still have this in hand to toss, and Deal is sending the other one to summon back from grave. So that is it for the live Twin part of the engine. 9 starters for live Twin, and then we're going to get into the Fiendsmith part of the engine. Everyone knows what the Fiendsmith does. Engraver tosses itself to add a spell or trap, Fiendsmith spell or trap. Lacrima on summon, it sends a Fiendsmith card. So we got honorary Fiendsmith card here, Fabled Lurie, 1 Tract, 1 Paradise, and then I play the Kyrie because I'm playing the Rex Tremende in the extra deck. This allows me to have more OTK potential via the Agnum Day line. So yeah, basically that is it for all the engine requirements, and then we're going to get into the non-engine part of the deck. So I played 22 non-engine, 3 Ash, 3 Draw. You have to play and draw this format. Honestly, this helped me out so much yesterday. Malchammy 4 Ross, I only have 2, but I did come up maybe like once or twice. It felt bad to draw into it off of Frost's effect or Kill's effect, but yeah, you know, these things happen. 2 effect Vela, 2 Ghost Bell. You gotta be playing Bell, that helps with the Mitsurugi matchup. And honestly, the deck, one of the decks that I lost to yesterday was the Mitsurugi. So I put this in there just for that. This and draw, just for Mitsurugi. I still ended up losing the game. We were just like top decking because I had full combo, but when I summoned, my opponent had set, I think it was a Solemn Strike. Yeah, and that just sent us into top deck mode. But yeah, double nib. I played the 2 Bestials. My extra deck is not complete. I don't own a Boa Q, so this kind of helps me to play around nib by summoning after I've been nibbed to go into Moon of the Closed Heaven, I think that's what she's called. Yeah, so those are it for the hand traps, and then we're gonna get into the spells and traps of the deck. So I play triple imperm. This also feels really bad to draw into this off of Frost or Evil Twin Kisakill's effect on my opponent's turn, but hey, it feels really good going first. And then we play the big tree. Cross out came out a lot yesterday. Also, Triple Tactics Talents came up. Called by maybe once or twice, but you have to play, honestly. So then we're going to get into the side deck, extra deck. Evil Twin Kill Deal. This is another new card. Deal's effect is not an on summon effect, so whenever you summon this, just make sure to ask your opponent if they have a response. And sometimes they'll pick up the card because they're like, well, you're not using the effect on summon, but it's not an on summon effect. It is an activated effect, but it sends as cost. So the effect is to send a little monster as cost to the graveyard, and then after this resolves, whenever your opponent activates a card in response to one of your live twin cards, you get to draw a card. So you normally send the Lilith Suite off of this because Lilith Suite summons back itself. So one of the combos is if you have Frost and you don't have regular Kisakill, Frost does not summon a Lilith monster on summon, so you would go Frost into this, send as cost, and then just summon back Suite and combo off. Then I have one each of the Evil Twins, so one Kisakill, one Lilith. They basically summon the other one when they're not on field, and the effect is a quick effect. So next, Link 4, Trouble Sunny. Trouble Sunny's effect is to tribute itself as cost to summon back one of each twin. You can summon the extra deck ones, you could summon the main deck ones. And that is it for the Evil Twin. The live twin part, one Fiendsmith Requiem. We all know the Fiendsmith engine, what it does. Requiem tributes itself as cost to get ashed. Because honestly, that's what happened yesterday. Almost every single time, they just ashed it. But when it does go off, you get to summon a Fiendsmith card. Normally you summon Lacrima. Lacrima dumps either Paradise, depending on your hand, or Engraver. So yeah, the one Requiem, honorary Fiendsmith cards here, Moon of the Closed Heaven, Caesar, Necroquip Princess. Then we got the one sequence, one Agnumde. This helps a lot with OTK and gives Desiree a couple more targets for negate. One Desiree, one Rex Tremende. Off of Kyrie, you basically get to fuse into this using Desiree and one of these that are equipped to it, and you do over 9,000 damage going the Agnumde line. The next couple cards are flex spots. So we have the one Muckraker. Let me take that back. I wouldn't say this is a flex spot. You need to play this, especially if you don't have a barbecue. This is basically your sub for a barbecue. It protects your cards first thing first. So Ame's effect, you can just tribute to negate. If you have both live twins on field, you tribute the Kisakill. Sorry, no, you tribute the Lila to stop Ame's effect, and then you Kisakill, bring back Lila to pop Ame. This is a flex spot. This did not come out at all yesterday. Honestly, I kept it, but Muckraker locks you into Fiends. Once you start summoning back with the Evil Twins, they lock you into Fiends. Lila Treat, no, not Treat, Sweet locks you into Fiends. So yeah, flex spot definitely. Chaos Angel, it does come up sometimes. You can make like and dark because I play the Bestials, or you can make it all light. You can also get double banish via Muckraker's effect. So yeah, going into the side deck now. Now my sleeves only came with 51. I need to buy another pack, so you're gonna see some just out the sleeves cards here. But yeah, don't mind that. We played the Trust and some targets. We got the Lightning Storm. Gravedigger, this came out in my very last match yesterday. Managed to burn my opponent for 2,000, and then they couldn't get into the battle phase to basically do any damage to me. The one, the barrier, this came up in my match against the Chimera Azamina Fiendsmith deck. I have the GG Easy. No, I play this because I wanted to be able to set this while I have my twins on field. And the effect is to tribute one of the twins, and I can negate the activation of a card that would destroy cards on the field. So I can negate the army by, once again, tributing the Lila. Kisa kills effect, bring back Lila to pop the army. However, it's not a trust target, it's a continuous spell. I didn't see it, so yeah, these things happen. Malice hit, Tree Lancia, 1 Chaos Hunter, and then a little thing I was trying out the Christia with the Mannequin Cat. These actually are 2 targets for those same cards. Christia for the Razio Mitsurugi, Chaos Hunter for the Malice. But yeah, whenever I sighted these in, I also had full combo in hand. So it was like, should I go lock? Should I go full combo? I went full combo. Last card, Lila Wrap. No, this is a Life Twin card. However, it is not searchable, and it is also not a trust target because it is a continuous spell. I would need to commit to playing 3 of these in order to see it in my opening hand. But the effect, basically, if you special summon a monster from the graveyard, you can make your opponent lose 1,000 life points, and then you gain 500 life points. You can also activate this once per chain, so if the activation is negated, then next chain you can activate it again when you summon something. And your deck basically summons a lot of cards from the graveyard. So you got the twins that summon from graveyard. You got Lacrima summons a card from grave. Agnumde summons from grave. Oh god, what else? You got the Muckraker summoning from grave. Trouble Sunny. Yeah, so like it's really easy to burn your opponent with this card. It's just seeing it in your opening hand. But yeah, that has been it for the deck. My matches were Fire King, Chimera Azamina Fiendsmith, Raizo Mitsurugi, and then Salamangre. I did not manage to make it into top cut, but the deck did perform very well. I went 2-2, and I will continue to play the deck and try to better it. I got to get my hands on a Barbecue because I had to go into some obscure lines just to make sure I had enough interactions on board, and then kind of depend on my non-engine to help pull me through. But hey, it worked out. But hopefully next tournament I will have an Barbecue in hand and maybe Duke of Demise. So maybe this would be coming out and maybe this would be coming out. But yeah, that has been it for the deck profile. Yato God signing out. Just remember, if you're ever in Barbados, Anime Spot Barbados is now an official OTS store. So come on down when they have OTS events. They have them globally. When one is going on all over the world, then there's going to have one also in Barbados with some nice pricing. So yeah, Yato God, I'm out of here.